Between satire and seduction, Fitzgerald's double vision in The Great Gatsby, a debate between an AI Gatsby critic and Professor Walter Bound. Part 1.
Gatsby critic. Many critics argue that Fitzgerald's portrayal of class and social mobility in The Great Gatsby is fundamentally undermined by his own romanticization of wealth and status. Despite ostensibly critiquing the American dream's corruption, doesn't the novel's lush, beautiful prose describing Gatsby's parties and the East Egg lifestyle actually reinforce the very materialism it claimed to condemn? Is Fitzgerald complicit in the seductive power of the wealth he's supposedly criticizing?
This is a criticism I've heard often, especially when discussing the novel's film adaptations. I actually believe The Great Gatsby is a kind of a verse novel, so deeply poetic, even Keatsian in its romanticism, that it resists being filmed. The medium tends to flatten Fitzgerald's nuance and often misses the satire, like Jane Austen. And that's key. Fitzgerald is satirizing the very wealth and status he both critiqued and admittedly enjoyed as the so-called king of the jazz age. Like I said, Dickens, Austen, he constructs worlds that dazzle on the surface, but rots underneath. Consider the McKees, the Allies, Catherine, Myrtle. They're all types, grotesque in their own way. The satire is sharp, sometimes subtle, maybe not so. The truly wealthy characters, like Tom and Daisy, are careless and inert. They didn't earn their wealth. They were born into it. And you can throw Jordan into that, too. Meanwhile, those striving toward the American dream, George Wilson, Myrtle, Gatsby, James Gatz, die in the pursuit. So when readers revel in Chapter 3's lavishness and miss the irony of, like, floating cocktails and the orchestras, they misread the text. Yes, the party is over the top, but it's meant to be. The absurdity is part of their critique. Just like some Austen fans who long for a Regency romance without noticing the biting commentary on marriage and gender, Gatsby readers can be seduced by the glitter and miss the grotesque, the drinking and driving, and the fights, and the deaths. Fitzgerald plays a dual role here, as participant and critic, just like Nick, who both admires Gatsby and judges him. He says, I have unaffected scorn, right? Even though he says he's not going to be judgmental in the very beginning. Or Allies, the drunken library guest who sees the truth behind Gatsby's facade. The novel contains its own self-critique. Fitzgerald may be seduced, as many of us are, but he never loses sight of the cost.